Bruh, look up this thing where Chuck Schumer has this imaginary couple in his head that he does
What
that he
is it?
references when he thinks about policy. Look that shit up.
Is it
It's in a book. Somebody posted it yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Chuck Schumer's imagining a couple? Does one of them have 44Ds or
Yeah,
what kind of
this is like
imagination are we
this is
talking
like
here?
64D. Like when he's thinking of something, he imagines a couple from Long Island. And he's got like a whole, it's like he's a writer.
What?
Is Dom in the chat? It's like he's a writer thinking up characters.
So he's sort of advocating for this fictional couple
This
that he sees
fictional
as
couple.
the average American, basically.
Yeah. In his mind. But they're very
Huh.
specific. I think I went on a cruise with these people. To tell you the truth.
Chuck Schumer's imaginary. This is an article from 3 years ago. What Chuck Schumer's imaginary couple might think about the tech lash. Okay, this is from 3 years ago. Chuck Schumer. Let me see. I'm going to control F on the word couple. I'm just going to find that. Early in his career, Chuck Schumer invented a fictional, typical middle class couple
Early in his career,
to
the dude's
help
been doing this shit since Methuselah was alive.
to help
Think
keep him
about it like
grounded.
that.
This keeps him grounded. The fictional couple
Yeah.
that he made up keeps him grounded.
Yes, TPS. He storyboarded the shit out of this. I got
They have names. They have names.
storyboard right here. Storyboard right-
Their names, because it's a heterosexual couple,
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Joe and Eileen Bailey.
Pretty sure I went on a cruise with Joe and Eileen Bailey. I was talking to them on the beach. Pretty sure. Go from
Eh.
New York. Joe owns three 7-Elevens. I was talking to him about it.
Yeah, it's good work. It's good work. Not so glamorous, but I'll
He's a nice guy. Joe's a nice dude.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice. It's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you get
We
shoplifters.
were sitting
What are
in
you gonna
lawn
do?
chairs by each other, just kind of chit chatting on the beach.
Some people
This
think
this little
that
lagoon island.
I'm a blue collar guy. You think you're better than me? So, in Schumer's telling, Joe is an insurance salesman, and Eileen works at a doctor's office, but she's apparently not a doctor. She just works in the office.
Yeah.
They are 45
Admin.
years old. I think are they permanently 45 or have they grown old with Chuck Schumer?
I think they just stay 45.
Okay. They are 45 years old. It's kind of like South Park. They're always in fourth grade 20 years later. They are 45 years old, live in Nassau County, Long Island, and voted for Trump in 2016, though they split their vote in 2020. Schumer said earlier this year, this is when this was written, the fact that the world has changed means the Baileys feel they need more help in so many different ways, primarily economic help from the government. The fictional Baileys serve as an important counterweight to the chattering beltway classes of advocates, staffers, and journalists. Just have a town hall and meet some actual people, Chuck. Like, you don't have to make up fictional people. You have constituents. So the Baileys he's trying to win over the Baileys who voted for Trump in 2016 and then split their votes in 2020. And this article was written before 2024. I don't know what the Baileys did in 2024. Do we know? Has he told us?
He hadn't told us.
Oh, they probably went third party.
He hasn't thought it out that far.
Chuck Schumer was like, yeah, and then Joe cheated on Eileen and they made up, though they reconciled, but the marriage never kind of got its strength back, and they decided eventually to split up. And then Joe started dating an immigrant, and she got deported. Oh, can you believe it? She got deported. He met her at work. He hired her at a 7-Eleven. So he's got all kinds of fan fiction about Joe and Eileen Bailey. Jay said it sounds like a Billy Joel song.
It does sound like this. Joel's in the Navy.
It's like if Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, and John Cougar Mellencamp all joined forces to write a song.
And write this song. Little ditty about Joe and Eileen.
They got their pink house on Long Island.
They live in a pink house on Long Island.
Ain't that America?
They're ordinary people. Live next to a church.
I didn't know he had a fake family that he advocates for.
Joe loves his wife, and his wife loves him.
Also, Chuck Schumer mentioned this in a book. He wrote a book back in like 07. Positively American, winning back the American middle class, one family at a time. That's his
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
revealed that he has Joe and Eileen Bailey as his suburban Long Island. Oh, they got
So
three kids, by the way. They both work and they got three kids, and they
of
earn
course they do.
75,000 annually. That's pretty low for a work
But
two
Long
people
Island,
working.
yeah.
They're struggling. It's the part where the Springsteen song breaks down a little bit.
Yeah.
See the
I bet in
videos.
Schumer's mind, 75,000 a year
Ain't that America?
is a lot for a family of four.
Dual income.
It's interesting that he believes that his image is white folks on Long Island.
That's so lame.
That's his image. That's his image of people. White folks out on Long Island.
Chuck Schumer and the Baileys. Joe and Eileen. We don't know the kids' names. I guess we could take some guesses at the kids' names.
Uh, what does a Joe and Eileen name their children?
I mean, it's probably like a Caitlin type name, like a.
I don't think Joe and Eileen out on Long Island named their kids Caitlin.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
Deborah.
I think they named their kid Gloria. Maybe
They call her Glow.
Glow. Julia's a good one. Thank you, TPS. Marie, always a good go-to.
What about the sons, though? Do they have any boys? Is there
Sons are like
Paul?
like Tommy and Paul.
What about Ethan? Is it like an Ethan type name?
No,
in there?
no,
There's
not
no
on Long
Ethan.
Island.
That's too
If that's
special.
Connecticut. That's Connecticut. That's not.
Let's see.
Long Island.
There's
It's like,
an Antonio. Antonio.
that's more Bensonhurst.
Anthony.
Anthony. That's more Bensonhurst.
It's more Italian. The Baileys don't sound Italian.
If they're Irish, we're looking at Tommy and Mikey and Tommy,
Mickey.
Michael.
There's a Mickey.
There's a Mickey. Yeah, I can see a
Mickey.
Mickey.
His name is Michael, but they call him Mickey. He's named after his grandfather, Joe's dad. Twist, Mrs. Bailey's Latina. Okay, well, if we're gonna do that, then she's probably Puerto Rican.
Well, her name is Eileen.
Could happen.
If she's Latina,
She's
the
second
daughter-
She's
the
second
daughter might be
generation. That's how
named
she's
Veronica.
name Eileen. Veronica.
and they call her Ronnie for short.
Joey Jr. Yeah, this is probably a Joey Jr. JJ. He's probably the oldest boy.
They got a dog whose name is like Radar or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog's name is Duke
Duke's a good dog
or
name for them.
King.
Duke.
Yeah.
Come over here, Duke. Sit down next to me, Joe.
Are we thinking of this? Tanya thinks Eileen is Irish. If Eileen is Irish and Joe is Irish, if this is an Irish couple, then we're looking at. I'm thinking Jewish though, because Chuck is Jewish. So Chuck doesn't have that kind of imagination where he can go far outside of what he knows. So
Okay,
he's going to stay within the
If
parameters.
they're Irish, then one of the kids' names is Shaughnessy.
Oh,
That's like
Shaughnessy.
That's like a middle name, Sean.
Sean
Yeah,
Essie.
They call him Sean for short, and that's a a neutral name, so it could be a boy or a girl.
Wait a second. Hold on. Because you might be on with the O'Shaughnessy thing. So this is an excerpt from the book.
Uh-oh.
Someone posted on Reddit. Schumer says that he's accompanied everywhere he goes by two imaginary middle-class friends who advise him on all men. We all had imaginary friends at one point in our lives.
Yeah.
That advise him on all manner of middle-class concerns. Their names until recently were Joe and Eileen O'Reilly.
Okay, so they are Irish.
For the book's sake, we wanted them to be more national, Schumer said, so they became the Baileys. The Baileys live in Massapequa in Nassau County.
They're still Irish.
A town that is invariably known on Long Island as Matzo Pizza, I guess because it's Jewish, but with pizza, like matzo pizza, maybe Italian and Jewish. The Baileys are both 45 years old. Joe works for an insurance company. Eileen is part-time employee, part-time. That's why their income is $75,000. At a doctor's office, they worry about terrorism and about values. What does that mean? I worry about values. What does that statement mean? And they are patriots. This is Chuck Schumer's imaginary couple. They worry about terrorism, values, and they're patriots. Quote, Joe takes off his cap and sings along with the national anthem before the occasional Islanders game. Schumer wrote, he elaborated, they're not ideologues. They're worried about property taxes. It's the tax they hate. And that's what Democrats don't get. He has also drafted the Baileys in defending the CIA's human intelligence program. Had Joe and Eileen been in the room after the hum and human intelligence screw up, they would not have indulged in the blame game, gutted the human intelligence program, or weakened America. I don't know. Why are you letting them into CIA
Yeah,
headquarters?
what are they doing at CIA headquarters?
They're not cleared. What are you doing, Chuck? Had they been involved in CIA decision making, well, they're not qualified. He's an insurance salesman. Oh, it's so ridiculous.
That's who Chuck Schumer is thinking of.
It's John Q. Public, basically. The average American.
Except that's not the average American.
Nope. No. Yeah, it's time for Schumer to go. Thank you, Shaunton. It's time for Schumer to
Guys,
go.
they're worried about values.
He's got to go.
Is it like monetary value, like prices, or is it
whose
about
values, Chuck?
Is it about the value of goods at the store?
Hasn't Jeffries said that okay, 2026 we need new leadership.
No, that was Raphael Warnock.
Warnock. Okay.
Raphael said, if I wasn't a pastor, I would tell you how I really feel. That's what he said.